Right, fellas, welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, game 5 of my franchise series with Legendary Lou, and it used to be Guy Mills, but he's out of here now. So we're playing against the Texans, boys. We're 3-1 at the moment. Can we jump up to 4-1? We start off big with a touchdown, though, fellas. Massive play, one play tuddy to start the game. That's how you want to start it on offense, especially if you get the ball first. You want to be nice and aggressive and set the tone of the game. So we're coming out here, boys, just trying to play some defense. A 3rd and 8 here. Accidentally press circle instead of triangle with my user, boys. So instead of getting a pick, I click off the player and he does a pass interference and he gets a first down. So it's just a terrible, terrible mistake to make. But we're sending the pressure here, boys. We're going to be a bit more aggressive as I was in the last game. You notice I sent a few more blitzes, gave you guys a little, well, I say you guys, I gave the guys in the games a little less time to make a read. And as a result, they threw a little bit more picks. We were getting more 3rd and long situations and it just benefited me massively. So yeah, it's going really well for the time being, boys. But you see his man coverage there. That R1 route always gets open. Well, it's supposed to always get open anyways, but it didn't against the Saints, but we got away with it anyway. So 7-0, boys. Moving this ball really nicely, nice and comfortable. Bit of mesh post here. Laser him up. It was nearly a book, to be honest, boys, but thankfully I have Gunslinger, so we got away with it. Then we dot up R1, scoot back in for a touchdown. So 14-0 up already, boys. We are laughing. We just need one more stop. And the way Madden is this year, it's probably GG's already. So he's coming out here. He throws his corner out really late. Gets a terrible animation. And just as I said I needed a turnover to win the game, boys, he throws me a book. So 14-0 up with the ball. And we're running this ball, boys. We're going to kill this clock a little bit. I also was conscious I didn't just want to run up the score as well because it's a little bit disrespectful. But we're coming out here. We have a 4th and 2. Nothing's really open. So I thought I'd just scramble in that pocket, the left-hand side. As soon as I go to scramble, though, fellas, he gets the best block shed of all time. And he gets a stop. So I was in really good position, but I get turned over myself, boys. So he's trying to run the ball here, not having that one little bit. And then he tries to run the ball again. We're on a 2nd and long, which is a bit of a weird play call when he's this far behind. But he does it. So he comes out in a 3rd and 3 here. He rolls out. He tries to scramble. He throws an absolute book, but I can't get the right animation. So it leaves him in a 4th and 3, boys. And he runs the ball. We get a good block shed ourselves. And we get a stop. Quan Alexander came out clutch with that play, fellas. So I'm very, very happy with how my defense is starting to play, boys. So we're coming out here. Russell Wilson lasers it to Murray Cooper. And can we get a little bit sticky? No, we can't. That was just dead stick. We'll forget about that, boys. So, yeah, we're coming out here. His user just I didn't even say words there. His user was kind of all over the place, covering a few different things. So I'll go and scramble with Russell Wilson. And you'll see in this top right, boys, I'm killing this clock. I'm bringing this clock down, hitting a few baby dots here or there, just making my reads. And we brought it all the way down to 20 seconds left. Run the ball, get a touchdown, and we're 21-0 up. So we are absolutely laughing at this stage, boys. It's pretty much GG's unless I do something absolutely stupid. So he comes out in the 3rd quarter. Nothing happened at the end of the 2nd quarter. Comes out, runs the ball. Nearly did me dirty there, boys. But we managed just to trip him up with our feet, or else it would have been a touchdown, and then we've been a bit of a bad situation. So, yeah, he comes out here, boys, tries to get a little play action, not falling for that one little bit. And we managed to nearly get the sack. But either way, boys, yeah, it was a good play. 2nd and 10 now, fellas. And my flat just disappeared. I had a 5-yard flat. I remember having a 5-yard flat. But it just disappeared. But it's not the end of the world. But he comes out here and hits me with a double move, boys. I've not seen that in ages. I've not been done with a double move like that in a long time. So, yeah, he gets a touchdown, boys. He missed the 2-point conversion. I think he went for it. But then I thought anyways, you know what? I'm going to set the tone again, boys. Not let him get comfortable. Hit him with a one-play tuddy again, fellas. And that's pretty much GG's, lads. Like, he's not going to come back from this, especially how hard it is for him to move the ball. But he does laser me up there, to be fair. Commentator's curse, that is, boys. As soon as I say he's not dot me up very well, he hits me with another dot. So, yeah, it's a 2nd and 2 here, boys. Coming out, he's rolling out, gets cheated. That was wide open, fellas, but Mike White missed a read. I think it's Mike White, he's got a quarterback. So he comes out, play action. Mate, I'll be honest, boys. I remember this play. I shaded outside, and my DB played the hell out of it. So my defense is starting to play, boys. It's starting to gel. It's a bit like real life, boys. My first game, they weren't making any plays for me, and now we're coming out here making plays, bagging bagging proper receivers and just making this a lot easier for me. Like, the fact he's only scored 6 points in 3 quarters in Madden means I'm going to win most. What's going on today, boys? I'm going to win more games than not. So we come out, dot him up. It's a little bit of a tight read because I did actually throw that at Jalen Ramsey. But Waller gets a tutty. He's probably my favourite player at the moment while I'm trying to bring him more into the game for me. But we're not going to let him get comfortable, boys. We're going to send some pressure. He throws a bit of a Stevie there, boys. I could have been a pick, but I'm going to send a blitz again, and he takes a sack. So it's 3rd and long, boys. 3rd and long. Can he make a play? So it's 3rd and 20. You can tell, because I've got my momentum, I can see what route he's doing with his main receiver. So I know he's going to have a slant somewhere, and I'm just going to send the blitz again and run to the right wherever his slants are going to go. He just hits a baby dot because nothing is open behind it. So it's a 4th and 19. We're going to send the crib again, fellas, not give him any time to make a read. And we get another stop. So there's only like a minute left or so, boys. So we're just going to try and take this clock down, try and sneak in a tutty, but still bring the clock down. So we're not playing for ages. But we come out, a little QB draw with Russell Wilson. That is so Madden 21-esque with Lamar Jackson. But yeah, we come out there, boys, and that's how you win a game, boys. I came in not playing my best football for the start of the year, but then we come in, we're finding some momentum, fellas, and it's looking really good. 4-1. We do have some really good competition towards the end of the season. So I need to start getting my wins stacked up now. Ideally be 7-1, 8-1 by the time I start playing some really good comp. Because then if I lose a few games, it's not going to end the world. I'm still going to hit the playoffs. But there's still loads to play for, fellas. As you can tell, 409 yards with Russell Wilson. That's what we want, fellas. And that's why we went offense heavy in my draft. But I appreciate you, boys. As always, we've got some fire content coming up. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one.